Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is the story of a girl who killed her husband in Victoria Island. There lay completely still on his bed, motionless and silent. The room was thick with deception and a twisted sense of triumph. Beside the full-length mirror stood his wife of 3 years, Amaka. Her phone was on speaker, and a sinister smile curled on her lips as though she had just won a jackpot. "Yes, Mama, the fool is finally gone," she whispered with a victorious grin. Her mother's voice crackled through the phone. It was hoarse, yet filled with satisfaction. That was fast. Didn't I tell you? That native doctor knows what he's doing. Very powerful." Amaka giggled. "Yes, Mama, it worked like magic." "Good. Now listen carefully," her mother instructed. "Start gathering all his documents, the car papers, property titles, bank account details, everything. Don't leave anything behind." "I already know where he keeps all of it," Amaka replied confidently. "Excellent. After that, begin crying. Call the neighbors. I'll be there shortly." "I will, Mama." But what they didn't know was that Dare wasn't dead. Not even close. He was fully conscious, calmly playing dead to uncover the entire betrayal. Why? Because the woman he loved with all his heart had just confessed to poisoning him with the help of her mother. But that wasn't even the most heart-shattering part. Let me take you back to how this all started. Dare was a hard-working, early-rising man who built everything he had from scratch. He adored Amaka. She was the woman he sent to university, the one he supported through a master's program in London. He gave her everything. But the night before the incident, it changed everything. That evening, Dare came home earlier than usual, planning to surprise his wife. As he got closer to the bedroom, he heard her speaking softly on the phone. "Mama, are you sure this charm will work?" she whispered. "Trust me, Amaka," her mother replied with assurance. "Once you add that powder to his juice, he'll be gone by morning. That juju never fails." Amaka chuckled softly. "I can't wait for this man to die. I want my freedom, Mama. I want to enjoy my life." "He will die tomorrow," her mother reassured. "Just follow the plan." Dare's blood ran cold. The woman he loved with his entire being was planning his death. But Dare was no fool. "If she wants me dead, then I'll give her what she wants, on my own terms," he muttered. The following morning, Dare pretended everything was normal. Amaka greeted him unusually warmly. "Good morning, my love," she said cheerfully. "You look so handsome today." "Thank you, sweetheart. You look radiant too," he replied with a smile. He left for work, but returned in the afternoon as he had planned. Amaka welcomed him with open arms and brought out his favorite juice. "You must be tired," she said. "Drink this. It'll help you relax." Dare took the glass but paused. "Please help me get my briefcase from the car. I need to show you something important." She hesitated but went. As soon as she stepped out, Dare poured the poison juice down the sink and quickly replaced it with fresh juice. When she returned, he drank it all at once. "How do you feel?" she asked, eyes gleaming with anticipation. "A little weak," Dare replied, then staggered dramatically and collapsed to the floor. Amaka screamed and rushed to his side. "Honey, what's wrong?" "Take me to the bed," Dare whispered. She helped him up and laid him gently. He foamed at the mouth and pretended to stop breathing. And just like that, she thought he was dead. Certain he was gone, Amaka began gathering all his important documents, stashing them into a travel bag. She returned to the mirror, smiled at herself, and whispered, "You're a genius, Amaka." Then she did something that broke Dare's heart into pieces. She made a phone call. "Hello, sweetheart," she said sweetly. "Is it done?" the man's voice asked. "Yes, baby. The idiot is gone. Now we can be together." Dare's heart shattered. The voice on the other end of the call was none other than his best friend, Chuka. As Amaka left the room, wailing dramatically to alert the neighbors, Dare sprang into action. He grabbed his phone, left beside him on the bed, and called Tony, his flatmate and trusted friend. There's no time to explain. I'll throw my briefcase from the back window. Please take it and keep it safe. Then call my mother and tell her everything. Ask her to play along. Amaka will soon call her to announce my death. Tony agreed and rushed to help. Dare lay back down, resuming his lifeless act as the neighbors arrived. Amaka told them. He returned home early, clutching his stomach and screaming in pain. I helped him to the bed, but he stopped breathing. She cried and wailed, but Dare's mother, already in on the plan, arrived later. She wept dramatically, held her son's hand, and leaned close. Dare opened his eyes slightly and whispered to her about a hidden camera he had installed in the house. Retrieve it. Then take me out of here, tell them you're taking my body to the mortuary. They left quietly and went straight to a hotel where Dare revealed everything to his shocked family. The betrayal was unimaginable. Back at Dare's home, a celebration was underway. Mama Ifeoma and Chuka joined Amaka. What next? Amaka asked. Do we just bury him? Not yet, Mama Ifeoma warned. Stick to the story. Say he came home sick and died suddenly. By the time the autopsy is done, they'll confirm poison, and they'll believe your story. Later, Amaka called Dare's mother. Mama. Dare is gone. What? My son. How? She repeated her well-rehearsed lie. He came back from work, clutching his stomach, and collapsed. I'm coming right away, his mother replied. 2 hours later, Dare's family arrived and pretended to mourn. Amaka's cries grew louder. She was convincing. Chuka even joined in, sobbing like a lost brother. The next day, Mama Ifeoma called Amaka. Check the briefcase. Make sure it's still safe. Don't worry, Mama. No one knows where I hid it. Still, go and check. I don't feel right. But when Amaka checked, it was gone. Panic set in. She called her mother. Mama. The briefcase. It's gone. You must be joking. You killed him for nothing. Suddenly her phone rang. Unknown number. Hello, she answered. Amaka, you don't recognize your husband's voice, the caller said with a calm chuckle. Her words stopped. She dropped the phone like it burned her hands. What's wrong? Chuka asked. It was Dare's voice. It was him. Later that night, the 3 conspirators sat in the living room, paranoid. Relax, Chuka said. Maybe it's a prank. There's no way Dare is alive. But Amaka knew what she heard. The next morning, Dare's mother called. We are burying him today. No need to keep his body longer. Amaka was relieved, but still haunted. At the funeral, Amaka cried loudly. Oh dear, you were so good to me. I couldn't even give you a child. She had aborted 5 of his pregnancies, never wanting to raise children with him. Mama Ifeoma wailed louder. Chuka added, you were my friend, my brother. I'll never forget you. But the family knew better. They played along. As the pastor began his sermon, a convoy of police vans arrived, sirens blaring. Everyone rushed outside. And there, stepping out in full black attire, was Dare. Alive. People screamed, some fainted, some ran. Ghost, they shouted. The pastor calmed them. He is not a ghost. He's alive, flesh and blood. Dare took the mic and told his story. The crowd gasped. The betrayal was worse than they imagined. Then he pointed. Those 3, they tried to kill me. Police officers swarmed Amaka, Chuka, and Mama Ifeoma. They screamed, begged, but it was too late. They had already reported everything, handed over recordings and poison samples. Even the Babalawo had confessed. They were sentenced to years in prison for attempted murder. Amaka wrote several letters from jail, begging there for forgiveness. He never replied. Though he had forgiven her in his heart, he knew better than to ever let her back into his life. Chuka suffered horribly in prison. Mama Ifeoma blamed everyone but herself. There, now wiser, learned that love, no matter how deep, must come with discernment. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Moral lessons. Be careful who you trust. Smiles can hide evil intentions. Love is not blind. It must be guided by wisdom. Even family and friends can betray you. Not everyone who says they love you means it. Greed destroys. Evil will always be exposed, eventually.